Financial independence is an absolute necessity these days, and of course, the major drawback for an H4 visa. As we all know, H4 visa is a non-immigrant visa in which it is dependent on a H visa, especially the H1B visas. So basically, the dependent can come into US, reside with the H visa holder, that is their primary applicant, can study here in US, but cannot earn money, cannot do a job, cannot have any income unless and until you have an H4 EAD. But there are several other reasons why you should convert to H1B visa. Especially if you're already earning money back in your home country, coming to US, sitting idle, being at home, definitely makes one feel very stuck. Believe me, I was in the very same situation. So each time the H4 visa holders can take that leap and convert to the H1B visa holders. So let's make this process simple. Let's get started. Hello, namaste, welcome back to my channel. I am Pragnya, your visa, immigration and travel guide. If you are interested in any of these topics, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon and be updated. In today's video, we will be talking about conversion from H4 visa to H1B visa. First of all, let us talk why. Being the perfect homemaker is definitely an art, and who doesn't want to be? But this doesn't always go well with everyone, especially if you are acquainted to earning money back in your home country. If you know how to earn money, and sitting at home being idle just doesn't go well with many of us. And I speak of myself as well as many people who feel quite stuck when they come to US on an H4 visa, knowing that you can do nothing apart from just being a homemaker here unless and until you have an H4 EAD. So H4 EAD also has its own perks, but H1B, it's something different. So today's video is going to be how to convert from H4 visa to H1B visa. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first things first, who can convert from H4 visa to H1B visa? That is the eligibility. So the very first thing that comes into mind is that you should have all the eligibilities and qualifications of a H1B holder. With that, I mean to say that you should be having at a minimum of 4 years bachelor's degree or above that, and all those criteria that are applicable to be eligible for a H1B holder. So you should be properly qualified to be an H1B holder. That being said, now who can convert from H4 to H1B? Let's consider you are qualified, but that doesn't mean that you can easily convert from H4 to H1B. The first condition that is required is that you have an employment offer from an H1B petitioning employer and you have been picked up in the H1B lottery. Confusing, right? It means that you have an employment offer from a company or whatever prospective employer and they have filed for your H1B, provided that you have been picked up in the season's H1B lottery. So the very first thing is that getting registered in the lottery, being picked up, and they have filing for your fresh H1B. If that happens, then you can convert from your existing H4 to H1B. The second option is that the H4 visa holder had previously applied for a H1B visa and was selected and is now exempt from H1B cap. So under that case, again, you can convert from H4 visa to H1B visa. Now comes the third category. The third category is that the H4 visa holder has an employment offer from a H1B cap exempt organization. It means that the organization is exempt from the H1B cap. So there are three categories of organization which can be exempt from the H1B cap. First, a non-profit organization working in the field of higher education. Second, a non-profit entity who has been related or affiliated to an institution of higher education. And third, a non-profit organization or a government research organization. So basically, these three comes under the non-cap. So they are not cap bound by the H1B lottery. And if you get an employment offer from these type of organizations, then yeah, good to convert. Now that you know whether you're eligible or not, whether you are eligible under any of those categories to change from H4 to H1B or not, it's time to see what are the documents required. So the very first document that is required is Form I-539, that is application for change of status of your current visa type. That you have to fill up that application and submit it. And the second set of documents. The second set of documents are the supporting documents. These are the employment offer letters, the LCA, the job descriptions, and the support letters, your project letters, and all the supporting documents that we typically need for a H1B visa will be also required for the conversion from H4 to H1B visa. So now let's get one thing clear. H1B visa cannot be filed by yourself. It's an employer-based visa. That means your employer has to initiate the filings for you. So once you are in a mind to change from H4 to H1B and you have a prospective employer or a job offer who is already giving you a sponsorship for H1B, so they will need to file the following documents to sponsor your H1B visa. So the very first form that they file is the form I-129. So I-129 is the basic form that is required to be filed for the H1B petitioners, and along with that goes several other supporting documents. So let's go through the supporting documents one by one. So the first supporting document that goes is the evidence for labor condition application certified by the US Department of Labor. So this is the first evidence that goes in. The second document. We all know that the H1B visa is for specialty occupation. So the second document is towards evidence to prove that the job that they're going to give you qualifies as a specialty occupation. The third set of documents is towards your qualifications. Now, H1B requires specific qualifications. So the company that you're going to work for or the organization you're going to work for has to provide a set of documents in order to support that you are qualified to be an H1B visa holder. This would include your transcripts, certificates, evidence of training, professional trainings, etc. And everything that makes you qualified for H1B will be going in this third set of documents. The last of the documents. So this is important. The last of the document requires special permissions or license or whatever that is required to practice that particular occupation in your intended state. So there are certain occupations which require some licensures, like for doctors there are licenses required, for CPS there are licenses required. So you should be having that particular license to practice in your intended state, and your organization who is going to file a petition will require that to prove that yes, you are going to practice so and so occupation and hence eligible for the H1B visa. So that's it. You are all done with the documentation, and rest is up to the department to approve your visa, and you will be converted from H4 to H1B. So this is quite a process, and definitely you should contemplate between your choices of having an H4 EAD or H1B visa. As we all know, H4 visa holders not always qualify for EAD. So if you're not qualifying for H4 EAD, then definitely having a H1B visa, if you qualify for the same, is very much beneficial for you. And if you qualify for EAD and you're able to work on EAD, then that's good for you too. So the entire process of converting into H4 EAD or how to file EAD is in my other video. You can go and check that out. I have put the link below for you. And if you want to be on H1B visa, definitely it has its own perks. Being independent of your spouse, you can come and work in US. You are not dependent on each other. I'm not talking about financially, but your visas are not dependent on each other. So if anything happens to the other person, any visa issues, then definitely the other one can convert into H4 and you are there to support in that case. So that is definitely a major advantage of having two H1B visas for both the spouses, because if you are on H4 EAD and your primary visa holder, that is H1B visa holder, faces some issues with his visa holder, then it is going to impact your visa. And if you are having two different H1B visas, then that's not going to affect. So you're going to be good with that. So this is a major advantage of having two different visas rather than one person being dependent of the other. But again, if you want to be on H4 EAD, it's again a good choice, because H4 EAD is open to various sources of income. It has a wider range than H1B. So the choice is absolutely yours to make. If you choose to convert into the H1B visa, then let me tell you, this is the best time. The registration process for H1B is going on now, especially if you're a fresh applicant. March 18th is the last date for the registration for H1B Lottery. So you need to get in there as soon as possible. If you're already having a sponsorship, you're already having a organization that is ready to sponsor your visa, then this is the best time to go for it. All the details about how to do the entire process, I have again put it in the description box below. You can go and check it out. So much for today. I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it very useful. Thank you so much. Do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon. Do not forget to like, share and comment on the video. If you want any more interesting topics, then please put in the comment box below and I will try my best to make that video for you. You can also share with me your various visa experiences and I will make another episode sharing it on my channel. So thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.